Klawndyke, everything's fine. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine. Layouts sprawling, stories to unfold. Metal giants, new and old. Scale detail, G-scale night. Steam whistle echoes through the morning light. Trains on tracks, engines roar. Steam whistle blowing, always want more. Building dreams one module at a time. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine. Layouts sprawling, stories to unfold. Metal giants, new and old. Scale detail, G-scale night. Steam whistle echoes through the morning light. Trains on tracks, engines roar. Steam whistle blowing, always want more. Building dreams one module at a time. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine.
Good morning. Making sure my beard's nicely pointed. How we doing this morning? I hope everyone's doing great. Got your coffee? I got mine, and it's a full cup. I'm going to need it. It is going to be a busy today. So we're kind of strapped on time. We're going to make it through the hour. We got some goodies to show you. Good morning, Andrew. Good to see you on here this morning. Good morning, Rick. Al, are you feeling okay? I don't normally see you this early. Good morning, sir. Paul, morning. Now, if I'm correct, you have control. And oh yeah, by the way, no Rick rolls, dude. No Rick rolls. Yeah, don't use super glue. Oh, Lordy, it's been a busy week. Mother's Day. I hope everybody had a great day. I hope you at least spent time. If not, called. I was a little late to call my mom, but it's always nice to hear her voice. Oh, you're off for the summer. Oh, you get to have fun. Oh, good morning, Mr. Myers. Hope everything's doing good. How's the audio? I'm assuming everything's good. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Stick it between two pieces of blue tape. You know that blue tape, I love this stuff. I actually really like using it. I use the heck out of it. I mean, here's a roll right here. I mean, it's really close. I need to get some more. I need to check on Amazon, see if they sell this. This is the clean release duck. Works pretty good. I love it for the modules, especially. Works great on the modules. Yep. All right, that means everything's working good. Try. Yes. Oh, that's a nice one too. Yeah, virtual rail fan. I do have links down below to this. It's really cool. I love it. It's like I'm down in the dungeon, so this is like my window to the world. This one is actually in Chesterton, Indiana, and it's one of their static camps. But there's a lot of traffic on this one. I really like this one. I kind of missed the other one that I liked, which was an Iowa camera out on the river, and it kind of showed the swing bridge. They have some new ones I'd like to check into. Okay, yeah, it also works great for masking, and it's easy to pull off. I think they make up to like an 8-inch wide roll of blue tape. Awesome. Awesome. It is so good to see you guys here this morning. Let's see if I can. There we go. Get back. As you can see, I have things on the table. Oh, see my circus train I've been working on? I got something in the mail. I took it out of the box, but I didn't open it up yet. Now I have a combine, but I picked up a new car. I mean, you got to have a place for all your clowns, right? So yeah, let's unbox this real quick because I haven't looked at it. I haven't. I'm assuming it has metal wheels from what I kind of can see. Let's see. Oh, 12-inch. They actually. I did not know they had it 12-inch. Oh no, that's cool. And if that's the case, yeah, this is one of the cans from Chesterton. God, I'm having a hard time saying that this morning. It's a tongue twister. And I don't know which direction is north on this, or south, or east, or west, but I guess I could watch the sun throughout the day. But yeah, that's a cool idea if you can see the trains coming up your way. So I do have up to 12-inch. That's pretty good. That is a nice size roll of blue tape. I need to get more 1-inch. Let's see here. I can't wait to get this together in the train. Now the one thing is, hopefully, let's see. Yes, it has metal wheels. And apparently there's a 9-volt battery, so I'm assuming lights. And this one looks, oh, I was going to say it looks in good condition, but we're kind of off here. Where does that go? There we go. Oh, I can't wait to light this up. I love the back of this. And of course, Bachman is Emmett Kelly Jr. So there's different circus trains. LGB has one, and I think I've seen a couple of others. But this is a nice car. I think I bid only like $30 on it. I couldn't say no. I mean, $30. A set of wheels is what, $25 for a set of metal wheels. So the car is kind of a bonus. Oh, you can see another project we're going to talk about. But I actually I'm impressed with Bachman. It used to be Bachman. You didn't want to buy Bachman. If you could avoid it, you would. But now they've just come so far with their their engines and their cars, especially their G scale. Isn't that cool? Beautiful car. Beautiful car. I'm slowly getting this train together. I wouldn't mind to have one more of these, because I mean the original circus train probably has a dozen cars and a combo and a kitchen. You know, you got a lot of people to move around for a circus. So that was my big purchase lately. I wish I could get more, but I can only afford so much. Let's see, where are we at? Comments. Ah, like my squeaky chair. Folgers, good to the last drop, right? Well, today what we're going to do is we're going to touch on a couple of things. As you know, I love trains and I love CNC. And in today's world, the biggest thing is watching the 3D printers grow throughout time. And for a lot of people, I mean, it's intimidating. You know, when you look at it, it just looks intimidating. And back in the day, it used to be, you know, in order to get a 3D printer to work decent, you have to modify it and do all kinds of stuff. But today, especially just recently after seeing the newer printers like the Elegoo, the Century Carbon, the Flash Forge, the M5, and just watching how easy my son and daughter unbox this. This is why you don't see an unboxing of this one at the moment. I mean, they unboxed it and set it all up and had it running. I just sat back and watched and ran the camera for them and had some fun. So it's to the point where what's the word I'm looking for? Appliance. These will soon be appliances in the houses. When you look at this printer, I think on Amazon it is $273 right now on sale, and then the Elegoo is $299 on sale, or not on sale. It's just regular price, $299.99. So the prices have dropped, and the quality of the printers have gone up for the affordable printers. So now this is putting it into reach for a lot of your homes. Nice. It's a good tool. I look at it as a tool. Some people say it's a toy, um, but for a lot of things that I do, to me it's a tool. And let me show you one of the reasons why I call it a tool. Yes. All right. So I was gifted a bunch of G scale buildings, um, and I am not complaining one bit. These buildings have, they've been on a layout, and they've seen a little weather and some wear and tear, and along with that, things happen to it. Things do break. Um, this is the gate to the brewery. Okay, this is a G scale gate to the Pico Brewery. But as you can see, the hinge is busted on it, so it doesn't. It kind of hangs. Now, if I was doing a dilapidated building, okay, this might work actually, but that's not what we're doing. So I got into Fusion. You can do this in Tinkercad. Grab my calipers and took one of the old hinges out, and I designed. And you could do this in Fusion. You can do this in Tinkercad, but it's kind of hard to see. Well, okay, there we go. So I just made a copy of. God, this thing's little. Of the clip, so we could put it on the gate. So this is like the hinge. And let's see. I didn't test fit this. Let's see how well it works. So there's a little notch in here, and luckily the notch is cleaned out. There's nothing in it. And old hands. Okay, this is a little bit of a tight fit, but I think you want it to be a tight fit. Oh, look at that. Nope, that's one side. Maybe I should. There we go. I was going to say maybe I should have pre-fitted it before. But yeah, there we go. As simple as that. And now, with the help of a 3D printer, we've repaired the gate. As simple as that. And this is, I don't mind having used stuff. This is awesome. And being able to repair it is even, here's a new word, more awesomer. Oh, Mr. Gatton, how you doing this morning? It's good to see you, sir. Bamboo, yeah, the PS1, not sponsored. None of my printers. I paid for all my printers. Bamboo, I'm not gonna lie, I love the printer. I think it's an awesome printer, but the company makes me a little worried. But that's another story for another day. and they're up there a little bit in price. These, yeah, they're all single color, but I do believe they're coming out with um, a four. Is it four colors for this? So that's going to be pretty cool. There we go. So they'll be coming out with like an AMS multicolor system. Too harsh? Idiot proof? No, that's not too harsh. Sometimes it's just intimidation. I mean, and it happens with me too. I'm not gonna lie. I'll look at something. It's like you step back because it just looks intimidating. But in reality, sometimes it's not. Uh, yeah. Now, which one did you get? You got the P1S. Yeah. Yeah, these are the same build size as the P1S. The same with the Elegoo. Um, the Elegoos, I think they're coming out with not this one. They're not coming out with an AMS on this one that I'm aware of, but they are for the Elegoo. Let me rephrase that. This would be cool if they did. That'd make it a really nice, affordable printer. All right. You know, talk about 3D printing. Let's see if I can find it here. Give me 1 second. Do 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 do. No, hopefully you don't spaz out on that. That was a little quick. Jimmy's come up with. See, this is the coolest thing. You can go out there and find. Jimmy uses Tinkercad, and whoops, let me find the right one. There we go. Let's see, and he does it really quick, but he does have some tutorials on Tinkercad. But he's designing this really cool bridge, and it's so simple. Now, I'm impressed because Jimmy, I mean, his life is full and a very busy man. I mean, he does, he's a video guy for a company along with his own business and his channel. And then to find the time to create this stuff, and you can get his bridge. His link is down below with all the other ones I'll be showing. He has a Patreon and he does a model every month. And I think what we'll start doing here in the near future is printing out his buildings because he's got some really nice ones, and he offers those free to his Patreons. Now, this one here, I believe he has offered it to everybody. You don't have to be a Patreon member. So definitely check out Jimmy's video. Jimmy uses 2 printers on this. He used kind of like me. He uses the FTM, and he's using the Elegoo. What is it? The 5, I believe. Really nice printer, and he just got that. I know he's gonna have fun with that printer. So definitely throughout the day today, check out Jimmy's video, and then go print yourself a bridge. I think he did a wonderful job on that. Wonderful job. All right, now what I intend to do today is, okay, we have the FlashForge M4. I ended up buying an enclosure kit for it. Oops, make sure I don't bump that. So with the enclosure kit, now as you can see, everything is open on this printer, the top, the sides, and we want to enclose it up. This way we can run like ABS with no problems. Some of the higher temperature filaments, and we can avoid any warpage or any issues. My son's been using the heck out of this one. He loves it. He loves it. My daughter, not so much. She has her own little ender, and I have a feeling the bug won't bite again until they're out of school, and she wants to figure out what to do. I hope. And so we can hope for is the best. Oh, I just lost the window. There we are. Okay, you got an AMS for yours, and the printer is enclosed. Now the so you got the kit to enclose it all up, because if I'm right, isn't the P1S open, and the carbon, the X1 is the closed system. I have the A1. I don't have the P1S or the X1. I can't afford a bunch of the big ones. I wish I could, but it's all good. It is all good. Rafi, good morning. Oh, darn you, Bachman Plastics. You know what? When you look at when was my before this? You know, I took a break because I ended up moving around the United States. Um, my last layout was a small coffee table layout, and it was N scale, and it would have been late '80s, early '90s, and I picked up some engines and stuff, and I'll tell you what, they didn't last very long. Maybe I just got a bad batch, but and it seemed like Bachman just didn't have a good name at the time. But I think they've come a long ways. I love the G scale. I have their Spectrum line for a couple engines, and no issues so far. Oh, yeah. Now, is this on the older stuff or the newer? But the best part, let's see if I have one here. I don't. Or do I? Nope. The best part is you can always replace the truck. You can 3D print some trucks for yourself. Oh, I can respect it. I get it. For G scale, you know what? For N scale, I do nothing but Kato right now. What else do I have? I do have a couple Atlas engines. I have an Atlas Classic and an Atlas Standard, but the rest of them are all they're all Kato. I don't have any Bachman, not an N scale. I use a couple of different search engines. One is STL Finder, and the other is Yeggi, Yeggi, and it's like a search engine for STL files. And then you can check out Thangs, THANGS. I resin printed some N scale trucks for somebody, and I still have them. um, they turned out beautiful. I mean, nice trucks. No, I'm not sure the scale that you're looking for. Jeff, good morning, sir. I hope you fixed that little issue on your switch. It almost, I hate to say it, it looks like there's some, I don't know if it's lint or something stuck in wedged in there. Sent you a picture of it. Hopefully that's all it is. But good seeing you this morning, sir. We are doing great this morning. Um, so this is it's how can I put it? It's not train related, but it is. Because I use my printers for trains, and I think it's like one of the newest, greatest tools to add to your arsenal. It's not the newest, but the quality now and the simplicity of these machines have come a long ways. And there's a couple different ways I'm looking at it. One, there's some models out there to find that you can download and print. Um, I mean, you saw my engine from last week. Andrew's done a bunch of cars. I've got some logging cars, G scale logging cars, repair parts like the ladder top. This is a cool little piece. And this one printed I mean, it's so hard to tell that it's a 3D print. I mean, we've come a long ways. Let's see if I can. Oh, and I broke it. But yeah, where's my phone? So this is the top of a ladder for a caboose. And I've done some steps for a steam engine too, which turned out really nice. Now those were resin printed. But today we're going to dress up the M5 printer. I picked up a set, not a set, but a kit. And the idea of this kit is, where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's down here somewhere. Oh no. Oh, it's right next to me. I haven't even opened this up yet. Ha ha ha. So what this kit is it's the side pieces, the top, and there's also a chain link in it. We're not going to do the chain today. I just want to get it enclosed real quick. So it'll be kind of like an assembly video. And then in the process, I have a couple of videos I like to share. Yeah, that'd be fun. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of guys out there that would be more than happy to be a guest on your channel, sir. What? Maybe Friday night I could do that too. So far, this looks good. It's the Adventure 5M DIY. And it is. Really? Oh, sorry guys, Godzilla's going on. So much for do not disturb. I could have swore I had this phone on do not disturb. Oh well. My apologies. I gotta love that ringtone, right? There goes Tokyo. All right. Get to make a mess on the nice floor again. So I think the biggest thing is, you got all your screws. And on this one, yes, I'm going to be looking at the instructions. Oh, it even comes with the toolkit. Now this, I pulled out a bunch just in case. Duck and cover. Oh, they just made life a lot easier. On the original, you 3D printed a piece and added it too, but it looks like this will be an easy change. So we'll get all the pieces out that need to come out. And they have multiple PTFE tubes. What else is in here? Oh, this is what I'm curious. Is this glass? No. So all the covers are, it looks not quite an acrylic because it's flexible. It might be a plexi of some sort. I can't tell if it's laser cut or cut on a saw. The edges are, it could be laser. Yeah, I bet you it is. So these are laser cut because you can see the grooves or the little marks on the edges. So the panels are going to be precise. There we go. All right, now while I go to this, let me take a quick peek and see what we have for next in line. Okay, this is Seaboard Central. And it's kind of interesting. He talks about gondolas in this. It seems like the week for gondolas. And he has this, he has a beautiful beautiful layout. Let's see if this works. There we go. And what he does is he gives a nice rundown. Whoop, I can cover on gondolas, and he explains a lot of them. There's so much information just on one type of car. I was just amazed when I watched this video on the different uses for the gondolas. Let's see the pot. There he goes. I really like the loads. Let's see, where's the one I really like? He's got one in here. And again, all the for all the videos, the links are all down below. I didn't forget this week. Look at the weathering on those. Hey Dennis, if you're watching. But yeah, he's doing now. If you notice, I'm gauge confused. He's doing HO here, Jimmy's N scale, and we have a gentleman coming up here shortly. He does O, and I love watching all these guys. I mean, there's all kinds of good information, things you can bring back and forth between different scales. Like here, he talks about the gondolas. I didn't get a chance to watch it all the way through, and I'm going to go back and rewatch it while I'm out in the shop. But yeah, a lot of good information. He does a really good walkthrough on them. I love these covered gondolas, the roll gondolas. And the weathering and everything he does on his models are just phenomenal. But there should be some really good inspiration in like I said, in any of the videos. You see something to know and you're running in, you can always take that idea and bring it down and scale it down. I'll go back to over the table. Yes, I broke out the instructions. And as you can see, this is all the goodies that came with it. There's your drag chain. These are 3D printed parts. The hinges, I was really surprised on the hinges. And these things, I mean, like, I'm going to use these hinges for other projects. But they're print in place. They print. Here's your table. They print sitting flat on the table this way. And when you first pop them out, they're a little stiff. But once you break that initial bond, these hinges are extremely. I can't even pull it apart. Yeah, and I also did 4 walls on these. Okay, where are we? Where do we need to start? That's the back. Okay, and all the screws are M466s. Nice thing is everything's labeled M466. Well, today what I am doing, because the world I'm sharing with you it's a combination between I love my trains and I love my CNC. And the latest and greatest thing is our 3D printers with the train community. I mean, they're becoming more and more popular. I've always enjoyed them. I think they're awesome because of the things you can do. Learning to design in CAD, there's a little bit of a learning curve, but start with Tinkercad. Jimmy, I just showed a nice video with Jimmy doing up some bridges in Tinkercad. How can I do this to make this work for everybody? I should have thought this through. There we go. So what I'm doing to this printer is I'm adding an enclosure to it real quick. And most of the enclosure you print yourself on your 3D printer. Kind of like these are the side pieces. And these are the top. And the other thing is you could print it in any color you want. So if you want to do like the old BNSF green, you could. Myself, this is blue and yellow. If you know the reasoning why, let me know. I picked blue and yellow on this one. But yeah, the files are just awesome files. It prints pretty good. I did all this in PETG. I've been using more PETG than PLA lately. And it's been printing nice. You can see there's a little moisture in the filament, but not bad. But the quality is just phenomenal. Yeah, you can see a couple little pock marks. That's from moisture in the filament. Voltec foamer, or yeah, foam. Well, I am half Scandinavian and half Dutch. I never thought of it that way. But if you've noticed, because I got the T51 helmet and everything behind me is blue and yellow. I had a big sign, but that one I gave away as a gift. My smaller lit one behind the Bamboo Labs. Voltec. I just decided to do it in Voltec colors. Now I am reprinting one piece that I'm going to replace on this. And it is this piece. And of course you can see where it says Flash Forge. Well, that kind of disappeared and there's something else that is going in its place. And I'm printing it on the bamboo. The bamboo is multicolor and it'll be blue and yellow. So that's going to be cool to see. Hopefully it turns out. I was hoping it'd be done today, but when you start running multiple colors, it starts to well. So, but I will get pictures up and I will show it off next week and throw some pictures up on my Facebook. Look at that. And the camera's in the way. So we're going to take these screws and we'll start at the front. Come on around. And these are Phillips. So glad I grabbed my Phillips. Now they do give a small Phillips screwdriver. Hey, another train. Norfolk Southern. See, we don't see too many Norfolks through here. All right. Didn't mean to get in front of the camera. One of the coolest tools, one tool I really like is this deburr tool. I don't have a link to it. I should put one down in the description. When you do get into 3D printing, or if you already are, this is a great tool. They're not that expensive. They're quite affordable. But as you can see, if it was a molded part, you'd call it flashing. But this is a brim, and what it does is this prints up, and it puts a small brim on the edge, and it holds it down. But you just come in here and you just literally make a mess on your floor. You peel it up, and this just literally cleans that brim right off. where it's a nice clean edge. You got some little spots here that need, and I mean, we're to the point. No, it doesn't look like it's injection molded, but we are getting really close to that point. When you start looking at some of these parts, I think the closest would be your resin printing. Okay, we'll get the bottom of this one. I should have cleaned these up beforehand. But you get to see what it's all about. The one question, if you were to ask, do you think it's a good idea to get a 3D printer? I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I think it's an awesome tool to add to your hobby. Me, I went a little overboard. I also have, my lasers, but that's my business. I mean, it's business. But they're coming out with some nice small ones. Andrew has a nice one. He has a 10-watt diode laser, and he's made some really cool stuff with it. Matter of fact, his flat cars, all the beds and then the bulkheads, the backboards, he laser cut all that, and his train turned out beautiful. There we go. Is that it? There. Look at that. Now the fun part is going to be to figure out where this one goes. So let's get all 4 of these together. See if I'm missing any comments. So we'll sit back down and clean these up. It'll just take a second. Yeah, Sweden. So what cool projects are we all working on this week? Let's see, Jeff. Trains. I thought about doing the monitor with my tablet. No, that's a good use for it. Tehachapi Loop Live Cam. Oh, there you go. Now that one's cool. I've seen a lot of Amtrak on that one. A lot of Amtrak, actually. Oops. Talk about on the tablet. I don't know if you caught my last week's show. I was talking about tripods. I found these affordable tripods. They're like 18 bucks or 17, I think $17.99. And they come with a halfway decent phone holder. So, like matter of fact, I have one phone right over here that's on one of those tripods. And then I set up another tripod to use with a tablet. I mean, these tripods are actually really sturdy. Heath uses them in on his layout. Well, not on his layout, but with his layout. And he'll put his engine throttles on them, which I think is a great idea. Now, for me, my engine throttle is my phone because I'm using the DCEX. And when you're doing that, you're always holding it. You set it down, you don't want to set it down. You always want full control of it, or you want it right in front of you. If you're like me, when I get old, I'll set something down and it's like, where did I put it? And when it's in your face, you don't lose it. So this is what I'm working on. Let's change. Let's kind of scoot this. Maybe I do top down. Da-dum. There, how's that? There we go. So yeah, almost done. Sorry about this. I should have, like I said, I should have done this freehand or prepped it. But we'll get it done here real quick. Let's see here. Trying a new scale out, making an ON18. Okay, that's going to be cool. So correct me if I'm wrong. That's going to be narrow gauge, correct? That's, and I hope you share it. And Andrew is working on a 50-foot by 6-foot tall buff limestone. Oh, for yourself, or is this customer? You know, I'm kind of curious now. What would a wall? Well, it wouldn't be 50 foot; it'd be about 30 foot. But we'll talk about that later. Because I have a hill on my back property, and the dirt's slowly been washed down into the yard, and I need to put it back up. So I need a retaining wall. Try a different view of front cam, and I'm going to scoot this over so you guys can see better. Whoops. There we go. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. Not cool. Hey, I think it's cool, especially when you put you work hard on something and it looks good at the end. Well, hopefully it looks good at the end. And retaining walls, there's no way I could do it. You know that. I'd be laid up for a week or a month. Oh, getting ready for the Pullman show this weekend. Okay, cool. Just buttoned up 8-foot HO visible staging. So that we have somewhere to set up trains. Yeah, staging yards are really nice. In any, even in the T track. Oh, that'll be cool. I hope you share that with us. Okay, so you are running narrow gauge. Awesome. 060. Oh, that'll be a fun engine. Work. Preemptly a lot. Dennis, sir, good morning. How you doing this morning? I'm assuming busy at work. Enjoyed your live the other night, last night. What I like to do is, especially when some of you guys are on late, I'll throw you up on the big screen, and I'll sit back and work and keep me company. And every now and then I get the chance to respond, but sometimes my timing is off. Because Paul is also a moderator on. I gave him the power. Yes, I gave Paul the power. So when you guys were talking about Rickrolling, it's like, yeah, no links to Rickrolling. These are all turning really nice, but I do appreciate it. Okay, Topaz does HO, little OO, but N and any all narrow gauge usually. See, that's what I think is cool. Taking like the N scale track and using it with your HO as narrow narrow gauge. So talk about a unique crossover of being able to use certain components from one to the other. Oh no, no. So doing all right. Some are busy having computer troubles. There's been a lot of computer troubles lately. Hopefully you get it taken care of. Be without a PC, or at least I couldn't. Ah. I'm still curious on when you're gonna kick the specialty. How can I put it without giving it away? Oh, the little get together. Everyone build a module and hook up. And I think that'd be fun as heck. I wish you guys were closer. But yeah, I do apologize. I'm not a. I don't go to Discord or a lot of these other places very much. Um, like you were saying the other night, it's easy for me to focus on one versus trying to bounce around and also take care of my personal life and business. Um, so a big majority of it, I'm on Facebook. I am trying to get more involved with Discord because it seems like a lot of guys are going that way, and I get it. It's a different format than what I've been used to. Oh yes, there we go. Last piece to trim up for the front, right? Yep. Now, one thing I noticed while I've been cleaning it up is each one has like a number. This one is a D1. And these are the 3D printed parts. Let's see. What did I print over here? Okay, all the yellow is done on the Elegoo, and then all the blue parts were done on the M5, the Flash Forge M5. I love this little printer. I was really impressed when the kids were able to unbox it, set it up, and literally they started printing right away. Um, Only help I had to do was help it. Well, actually, Izzy did most of that. I just had to get the box up on the table for him. But yeah, they wanted to do an unboxing video. So why not? Let them have some fun. I'm still hesitant on putting my kids on YouTube yet. Because for me, I feel it's a big responsibility for the younger kids. It seems to be just, let's see. Yeah. It really would be. What a cat. So you're getting into, hopefully you're getting into cat or you're already into it. That's kind of cool because that's a big part of the modeling community. See, behind the scenes is something a lot of people don't think about is when you look at your, little cars or your engines or your buildings, most of that is done in CAD, and then it's turned around and put into machining, and then they create the molds using CNC, like your injection molds. So it's a big part, and it's been behind the scenes a lot, but now it's coming out more and more, and I think it's awesome. When you're looking at the future in the community, you're going to be able to print your own stuff in your home. Like I said, it's to the point now. These are almost like appliances because they're affordable and they work. They're working really good on the newer ones. Okay, so it will be this summer. Let's see. We might encourage people to start planning. Yeah, nowish would be good. Because if you're like me, it takes me about a half a year just to get one module done. Thought about getting the Adventure 5M. Decided to pay the extra and get the 5M Pro. That's a nice printer. That's a really nice printer. Yeah, this was the alternative. It was affordable. My son's printer blew up. I wanted an extra spare in the house because I was still waiting for the Elegoo. I was already a month into waiting. I had a 2-month wait. So he picked this up, and I've been impressed. So I know the Pro and the 5 had the same head. The biggest difference is it's just not enclosed. And that's what I'm doing right here is I'm enclosing it with a custom enclosure. Oh, really? I did not know that. I honestly did not know that, Dennis. That is too cool. So for you to start modeling, it's not going to take you long at all to catch on. See, D1 and D2. I love how whoever designed this did a beautiful job. A little tight there. Or did I speak too soon? There we go. I mean, they literally just slide together and lock. Whoops, lift you up there. What is the difference between the 5M and the 5M Pro? Enclosure. The 5M Pro, it comes already enclosed, so it's not open like this. It's already ready to do your like ABS. I mean, you can do ABS on this the way it is, but if you have a cool draft or you're running an AC unit, you can mess up your print real quick. Oh, excuse me, I need some more coffee. And there's probably a couple other small features. I haven't really looked too hard into the Pro. It's $399, I think. To where this is, I picked this one up at I think it was on sale for $249, normally $279. So I mean, it's not a bad printer at all. Normally I don't, on the new printers, you don't really have to mod them, but I think this is one that is a good idea. You get to save a few dollars. I'm able to custom print my parts, the colors that I want. And it gives me something to show you guys too. And it's a cool printer. I think it's a nice printer. So you're doing 2D to 3D. It's not a huge jump. Yeah, pretty much. Everything I draw up, I do mechanical drawing, and then take it from there, and then extrude it to the thicknesses needed, and then manipulate it to how I need to manipulate it to work for what I'm doing. So yeah, it sounds a little hard, but it's not. Dennis knows. Okay, I think the rest of these literally just they don't lock together like the other two. So I'm assuming these might be the back. Yeah, these are the back. Okay, that's the other back. Right? Am I right? No. Oh yeah, they gave me instructions. I forgot. Oh yeah, I have a camera to remotely watch. You know what? Now that you say it, yeah, this one does not have a camera. But you can add a camera. And I believe, yeah, and the Pro also has filters to where this does not have the filters in it after it. I mean, it's all open. You don't need the filters. This does have a spot for a camera. I don't see one. So yeah, there's a couple. I mean, you pay extra for it. Camera's not a necessity, but it is nice. So, but you are spending a little bit more money, but you are getting all the extra things too. Me, I have to do my stuff on a budget. Yep. Paul is the man with the plan, so to speak. Okay. Yeah. I do, and again, I apologize that I'm not on Discord a lot. I need to poke in a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure if it's something important, you guys will definitely let me know. Let's see. Yeah, they are both awesome printers. I agree. I mean, I can tell you about this one, and so far I am blown out of the water for what this printer can do. I really, really am. If Bill, I think buildings, like the bridge that Jimmy did, I think would be this. This is a great printer for something like that. When you get into the finer details, of course, resin printer is going to be the way to go. But from there all the way forward, I mean, check this out. My son did this and gave this to me. Let's see. I hear squeaky wheels. My son did this on this printer. And this thing is just phenomenal. I remember back in the day, trying to do something like this would be a challenge because you'd end up with all kinds of support material that was a pain in the butt to get off. And we've come so far. Yeah, that was so cool to see. He didn't say anything. He's just like, your dad. So yeah. I don't know where he got that one, this file from. But he goes in and he modifies a lot of files. He'll get into Tinkercad and transfer a file over, and he'll modify it. If he doesn't like the head that's on it, he'll pop the head off in Tinkercad, and he'll bring in like he's added T-51 helmets, or helmets, or different things to figures. He'll add rockets on the shoulder and miscellaneous. He's having fun with it, and that's the other cool thing is you can modify. You can bring in a STL file like from Thingiverse. You might like part of the file, but you can cut that file up and use just that part. And he's been doing that a lot on his own, and I think it's freaking awesome. That's one way I'm doing it. Now today I wouldn't stress so much because now we have thermal runaway protection and a whole bunch of other safeguards in place. But a few years ago, that would have made me nervous because how plastic burns, it goes up pretty quick. But yeah, it works. It keeps the heat and keeps the draft out. That's the biggest thing. Back in high school, our library had to pay to use the 3D printer. Still, um, the one you gravitated to was the Ultimaker Cura 2. Ultimaker, especially not too long ago, they're a phenomenal printer. A little expensive. I've never had the opportunity of owning one. I've looked at them. I've dreamt about them, but yeah, they were just too far to reach. And you look at then to now, when the Ultimaker came out, and you look at this one, they're hand in hand. I mean, side by side comparable. I would put this against the Ultimaker any day, including the Elegoo. But yeah, years ago it was a phenomenal printer. A 4 millimeter nozzle is a common nozzle. It's still, I think that's what these today. And you can change. I think I have 2 spread nozzles. I have another. Actually, I have another 4, and then I have a 6. In case you want to do bigger prints, and we might have. I'll have to look. We might have the 1.6 too. But apparently, see, I haven't done it yet. But apparently, the nozzles are extremely easy to change out on this and the newer printers. Yeah. See, and I can see where the filters do come to play because, like myself, it doesn't bother me. None of the odors in the house bother me. The only odor that is bothered or so it bothers somebody is the resin printer, and it's not so much a bother. It's like they can always tell when I'm resin printing, and the question is, "Are you resin printing?" It's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Okay." Just wanted to make sure you didn't spill something or the dogs didn't get into something. But as far as the normal printers, you really can't smell it too much in the house. Plus, I run a HEPA filter. But we're at the room that I resin print is actually over in the back corner. It's like the dungeon. I'll start showing that more in the future. But yeah, other than that, they really don't smell all that much. But I'm not super sensitive to odors. And like I said on this one, I noticed they did not. I don't even know if the fan's included with it or not. Let's see if I can know that. Now I'm curious if the fan is in. No, I don't even think they installed the fan on this, but I'm pretty sure you can plug them in. But it does have a place for the filters. Pretty much they're the same core. But yeah. And if I really wanted to, I guess I could update it. But oh yeah, I'm just blown away. I'm just blown away by the printers, especially the software they're running. This one I believe is running Clipper. I think all of them are running Clipper now. I've been gabbing so much I haven't had a chance to really assemble this. Oh no, and I lost my screwdriver. No. So I have a feeling we'll get part of this done today. Because we've actually been at it for an hour, and I'm almost caught up on the orders. Taking a couple days off kind of puts a crimp in the schedule, but it is what it is, and everyone's doing good. I'm still within my what do I say? I don't like having an order finished after 5 days. I want it done within 5 days, 5 business days. I want to get the order, get it in, cut the order, and then get it out within 5 business days. Some orders are lucky because I'll cut them like doubles. I just ran out of doubles, so I'll cut a bunch of doubles and then stack them up. That way it's easy to go through them. But as I go through them and I'm cutting something else or doing a project for somebody, they dwindle down, and then I have to catch back up on that particular. Like today, it will be doubles. I'll be cutting a bunch of doubles. But I have, like, I sold some mini dioramas. I already had those packaged up and ready to go. That was the next day. I got the order in and out they go. So it all depends upon what I have readily available. If it's a simple order like a single and I got singles cut, I can package it and usually have it out in a day or two. I try to go through order, and I don't like skipping people. I don't feel it's fair. But on occasion, I will if I see, like I said, somebody just has a single. While I'm doing one order, I can throw that one together real quick. So, but I think I'm down to 3 days. and the longest wait is 3 days. Now today, I'll have to double check, but I should be able to get them all out. It's like I don't have a lot of orders, but it's the time cutting is the hard part. Okay, let's at least get a side on so I can show you guys how easily this thing is assembled. So this piece goes this direction. That's the hinge. This is the front piece. So I'm assuming that is the other front piece. These are the back pieces. We'll slap one of these on real quick. It goes here. And that's a good looking. And there are 2 screws I will have to take out on this. Just 2? 3 screws. So we'll be taking out 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, 2 on the bottom, and the rest is all let's see, extra screws in the package. And that's the other thing I noticed on this case is, oops, that's an Allen key, is a lot of holes are already pre-threaded and pre-drilled. Okay, scroll down here. Yeah, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's totally cool. I understand Discord, and it's a great tool. I do need to get more involved. Oh wow! Whoever designed the shell on this or this cover, I think did a wonderful job. Let's see if I can get one side on so you guys can get an idea, because we are pushing over an hour. They do include a bunch of the M3 screws, which is a Phillips. It's all Phillips. Interesting. Let's see. Where's my camera? Let's try that. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, my thing went to sleep. Uh-oh. I just lost my Stream Deck. Interesting. I'll just have to do it manually. See, that's that camera. There we go. To give you an idea of, we're working on this one back corner piece and adding the included screws. Isn't that a nice yellow? That's actually how easy one side is. Now this is gonna go. I'll leave it on that camera for a little bit. Let's get back to. Okay, the software you used was SketchUp. Dave, Mr. Gatton uses SketchUp. I believe it's no. What am I thinking? He used SketchUp for a while. He's using oh, I should know this. This sucks about getting older. Your memory starts slipping. It's a cool program. I've checked it out. Design Spark Mechanical. That's another nice program to use. Now I'm alright with Fusion. But there's so many alternatives out there. There's SketchUp, there's Design Spark Mechanical, there's Fusion, there's Tinkercad. If you're just starting out, I'd probably recommend try Tinkercad. It's an online. Let's see, is this for here? It's an online software. We're gonna pull this off. Ooh. There we go. That way we can put this on. We need to take off the two top screws. And the two bottom screws, right? Is that? No, one bottom screw. So we're going to take off the two top and the top of the two screws on the bottom. And again, this is weird. This is the first time I've actually ran into Phillips heads on a printer. I'm not going to lie. Normally, I'm so used to seeing Allen head screws. Okay, and then this one was the bottom. Actually, those are. Well, maybe I don't need to take that one off. So it's just the two tops. Whoops. Yeah, everything just lines up perfect. I'm really impressed so far. So I'm curious, Dennis. So you're working in CAD. What are you designing and building? Inquiry minds want to know. Okay, I'm really liking this yellow. I am really liking this yellow. And yellow is not my favorite color, but blue is. Yep. And so far, every screw has fit perfect. I haven't had to modify any of the holes on this. So yeah, if you grab one of these printers, get yourself the enclosure kit. Enclosure kit's like $40. And then get you some really cool yellow and blue. Actually, you can use any color you like. Pink seems to be a popular one for some reason. That's okay. Like I could see my daughter using that. My son would be green. Oh, that's just turning out nice. One more on the front, and then I'll have to continue this on later. This this one takes a couple nuts, and they're captured in the back. And these are for the hinges I showed you. Let's see. Yeah, and there's our nuts. We have nuts. No comments. I'm just using straight AutoCAD and designing houses. Oh, okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. So you already have an idea of how CAD works. So that in itself, if you start designing and getting into 3D printing, which I actually see in the future for you. You'll be able to take a lot of that knowledge you've picked up from that and then bring it into your train world. That is too cool. So you're like an architecture. Oops, I didn't put those nuts in. Ah, nuts. Yep. So now my cousin, oh, that's another cool thing. He just sent me one of those skylights, and what it is, it's electronic picture frame. So you load pictures up to it, and they view every so often. You can change the timing on it and stuff. And right now, what he is, he's a chip designer and circuits and all kinds of cool stuff. Excuse the noise. Sorry about that. I need a pair of pliers. I should have a pair of pliers on hand so you can squeeze those in. I'm going to kind of make a little noise. I apologize ahead of time. There we go. But right now he is taking a break, and he picked up an Airstream. Him and his buddy Bo, which is his partner. He has a beautiful dog. He's a tripod. He's missing one of his rear legs, but man, he gets around like it's nothing. So he's heading up the West Coast. And when you set these up, you set it up with an email account. And what it does is and you can give the email account to anybody, friends and family. And whenever a picture is uploaded to the email account, you get a notification, view new photos. So what he's been doing, matter of fact, I'm looking at when he's at a campsite or a campground, and he's getting attacked by, it looks like there's got to be 100 chickens there. He's throwing food out to them right up to his campsite. So he's having fun, and it's really cool because he gets to share his experience, and I love seeing it. I think it is so awesome. There we go. Oh, this screw, I don't know if you can see them, but now they're set into place. I mean, they fit perfect. You need a little, like a pair of pliers would be good for these. But let's see here. We'll get this on, and how long have we got? An hour and 20 minutes. Now, I probably would have been done with this, but we've been gabbing a little bit. And I haven't had the opportunity of, who else do we have on here? Check out this shelf layout. This is really, really nice. It's kind of snazzy in its own way. Let's see. I'm used to my, I just got used to my, there we go. Is that it? Oh, it changed on me. I'm used to having my Stream Deck. I was just getting used to it. Now I got to go back to manual. Check this shelf layout. This thing is beautiful. I mean, there is. Yes, it is HO. But with N scale, you could do twice as much. It's almost like a little switching puzzle, but it's well lit up. I mean, when you look at it and how he did it, it's almost like looking out I want to say living room window outside, out to the outside world. Gives you that Midwest feeling. Steve, also with Steve's Trains, he did something similar to this in his garage. I'd love to do it, but my shop is just a little too dusty. I might be able to get away with maybe doing a larger scale. But if everything works right, I'll be able to just step out my shop door and run some good trades. Now, hopefully the circus train itself, I'll take that up to the club and I'll run that at the club. Because we have a lot of kids that come in. And I think that would inspire a lot of the kids or get them more interested into trains. Okay, this is my last piece for the corner pieces. Oops, only one screw comes off this one. That's interesting, right? Two screws. Oh, that's an Allen. This last corner is kind of a bear. This is, if you're looking at it from the front, it's the back left. But we'll get it here. Oops. I accidentally paused the video? Hope not. There you go. Check that out. I mean, that is just so nicely done. And this is James Hilton, Custom Model Railway. And again, all the links for these channels are down below. Definitely give them, check them out. Tell them I sent you guys their way. Share the train love. The love for trains. Okay. Yeah, but that's a beautiful shot of his layout right there. That is just gorgeous. Yeah, I love YouTube for many reasons, actually. One, I know I don't have time to do a lot of modules or to do a lot of work on my layout. But like when I'm out in the shop and I'm cutting modules for you guys or doing projects for my friends in the community, I love throwing these on and just get the inspiration. There's a lot of inspiration in these videos. Yeah, and this one is James Hilton. I'm gonna have to oil this seat. It's pretty squeaky. But there we go. We've got the sides on, or all the corners, and we're gonna give this a test fit. A little tight. Oh, but it fits. Maybe. There we go. Oh, I need to clean that up a little bit. And there it is. Now the idea is up on top, There's little inserts, and the package actually comes with magnets. So along with having 2 points down below to hold it in, there's 3 up on top. Let's go ahead and try one of these. Oh, Stream Deck. My Stream Deck. Oh, I'm already on phone. Oops. So it comes with this package of magnets. Let's see how well these fit in. Do they need glued? Oh, those are tight. Those fit perfect. Oops. Oh, they're strong. These new magnets are awesome. And then, of course, there's a protective sheet on this. I'm going to leave it on for now. But, oh yeah, that holds it really nice. And that will, I think I'm going to glue these in once I take the protective covering off. But, yeah. So now we have a partially enclosed printer. How hard this is going to be take off. And then this piece, let's see how that fits. Oh. Where is my table? I'm looking for a camera right now. I think I might have Cam Zoom. Well, we'll use that. Check that out. So next will be figuring out how, once I get the doors on the hinges, then this somehow gets placed. Oh, it's got a couple little grooves, it looks like. There. That is just too cool. And then, of course, the door will go in the front. The lid, I don't want to snap these all together for the simple fact that I am changing this one piece up here to the new colors. Well, I guess I could try it. And these all snap together and literally, there we go. It's locked. I mean, it's actually, that's kind of hard to pull apart. I can move this tube. Oh, it's got a locking pin. Okay, and there's places here for magnets, the rest of the magnets. So it literally hangs under the top. But the way this has been designed, it is backwards. Oops. Thank goodness they come apart. There we go. I had it plugged into the wrong side. There. That tight fit. There we go. And it also gives enough room, I noticed, for the cable and the PTF2. Ouch, that's tight. There we go. And it just literally snaps into place. I know I said I wasn't going to do that, but and you don't have to add the magnets. Theoretically, you could print all this out and cut your pieces. Say if you have a laser. Okay. But I am totally impressed. And then there's the door. And then we have the lid. Let's see how well that fits. Like a glove. Fits like a glove. All right. And then once it's all together, we'll peel out the plastic coating. But isn't that sharp? That's fun. I mean, isn't that a fun printer? Now you could add, like greens. You want to do like a BNS, you could put a BNSF logo up here for fun. But yeah, isn't that just cool? Let's see if we went through all of our videos. Did we do all of our videos? Oh, okay. We're going to finish up with a few more videos here and then call it a day. And I'll have to come back and revisit this to finish it up. But I'd say we're almost there. It gives you a good idea. Again, this is the Flash Forge M5, 3D printed the enclosure parts, ordered. There's the kit, and it's like $36 for the kit, and you get the top and the three sides, a screw kit, a tool kit, and all the magnets needed, which I think is really neat. I have standoffs here. I got to figure out what those are for. But I am really impressed with this. I'm glad to add this to the M5 printer. Now we'll be able to print ABS with no issues or any problems. Let's check out. This is another friend of mine. I've been on his channel. The only thing is, if I don't use names a lot, I'm really bad about remembering them. This is Patrick Hill Station. It's really cool. I thought he was from overseas, right? I thought he was over in the UK or England or someplace. Boy, was I wrong. He's just I want to say Steve. He's just north of us. He's in Canada, and he was down here in the States a couple months ago. It would have been cool. I wish I would have been able to meet him in person. Very interesting guy to follow, and right here in this video, he's been working on DCC. He added a DCC line to the outside, and he's been slowly integrating his engines into it, which I think is really cool. He's working on his engines are beautiful. They're the European style. But definitely check out Patrick Hill Station. Again, a link down below. It's a fun guy just to follow along and see what he's doing. He does some camera shots on his layout that just looks so cool. And then running the European trains. So, and that's right up north. You would think he'd be running, something that we're running here in North America, but no. And that's the other nice thing about this hobby is you can, if you want to model after, the UK or Europe or Asia or like Japan, like the speed trains. That's the fun thing about this hobby. You can go any direction. My G scale, I'm gonna one area is gonna be based on like the maybe like early 1900s with my 3-truck shape and my climax and the logging. So I'll be doing logging and core in one section of it. but on the other, I'm going to bring it up to almost modern, like in the 50s. So, and that's that's where my Red Rocket station is going to be incorporated into the layout. And then we got to have the brewery. That's why you got to fix the gate. The brewery is going to be kind of hidden in the corner, you know. That's a beautiful piece. Yeah. So definitely check out Patrick Hill Station. It's a good guy, really good guy. Every now and then he'll do a live, and he invited me on, and it was fun. It was really fun meeting him. Really good guy. And then if you haven't checked out Ben's train, now this guy's full of energy, and he loves his O gauge, his Lionel stuff. And here we go again. We're talking about what gondolas and this is a car, and he walks you through it. And I'll tell you what, these cars, he's got some beautiful cars. But yeah, he's part of the Orange Box Mafia. um, it's so good being gauge confused because I get to watch all these cool videos. I'm not focusing just on one. And plus, there's all kinds of good ideas. It's a beautiful community. I love the train community. I really do. Whoops, let me front cam. And that's why I'm doing this. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here today. Actually, let me back up. First, it started with the Des Moines T-Track group that kind of gave me that little push. And yeah, now I'm here, and thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this. If it wasn't for you guys and the T-Track group, the club, I don't think I'd be here doing this. I know I'd be doing this and my laser and other things, but nothing to the scale that I'm doing now. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And let's see, where are we? Where's my EV Mux? There we go. Yeah. I believe it or not, I used to brew my own beer years ago, but this isn't a working one. It's cool. It's the Pico Brewery for the G scale. It's the main building. I have the side building, and then I have the smokestack. I don't have the little one. There's another little side building that I don't have. I might have to 3D print one to match it. But it is a really cool brewery. Right now it's named something, but new owners are going to be taking it over, so it's going to be rebranded. Something like Lucky Ale, because I for one of my homes I called it Lucky Ale after one of my I had a Australian Shepherd. She was a beautiful dog, and she passed on. And in memory, I made a beer and named it Lucky Ale. Couldn't sell it, but I could give it to my friends, and we could sit back and get completely schnockered. It was fun. It was a cool time of my life. So yeah, we're gonna rename the brewery and Lucky. The Elegoo, by the way, talk about names. The Elegoo, that's Bessie, but I don't know if you saw the one show when I unboxed it, but we came up with a name, and I like it, Bessie. And you'd have to watch the video to see where that came from. This one here, don't know yet. It's a robot, and it's Fallout 4. If anybody has an idea for a name, let me know. Ah, you have one of your own. It's a Keystone kit. It needs a mechanism. Love shays, yes. It's a this is interesting. I got the 3-truck shay. It's also DCC. That's the coolest part because I'm going to be running the G scale with DCC. It was a showpiece. From my understanding, it was a display piece at a museum. So it was out of the box, displayed, but never ran, never used. So apparently, somehow one of the yolks broke on it, probably during shipping. I don't know. So I do have to replace the yoke. I do have the yoke and I do have parts, but I do have to pull the pistons off on the side. And that's probably a day job. So hopefully here in the near future, I need to get it up and going because I do want to run it at the club, and then that'll be part of my layout outside. But yeah, shades are so cool. They are so cool. Oh, $279 on Amazon. That must be for this guy. It's not a bad price. That is not a bad price. Add Klondike to the front. Oh, I got something cool for the front. I really do. Yeah, it's $279. That's under $300. You can't beat it. I mean, it's so cool. When you look at where we've come and gone with these printers, I mean, shit, we had the Enders. Enders were little tanks. They still are, as far as I'm concerned. But now you can get something like this, or now the Elegoo is $336 shipped. The price is under $300, but by the time you get the shipping in it, and if you do the little insurance part, it's $336. So still, that's not bad at all. Mr. Gutsy or Mr. Handy, yeah, that'll work. I think my wife is home. Codsworth, there we go. Second vote. Yes, my wife is home for lunch. Hi, hon. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and call this done for now. I'll be adding the front on, but I won't get to that until tonight. I'm going to go some time with the wife while she's home for lunch. And I have got to get out to the shop and finish up on some orders. Anything I missed? On that note, you guys have a wonderful day. Be kind. Stay on track. Well, until next time, this Friday, we have tech trains and tech. We kind of delve into a lot of the stuff that I talked about on the morning coffee with Klawndyke. The only downfall is I only drank half a cup, but we're doing good. Come check us out. It's hit and miss for Andrew, but I understand because Andrew is a very busy man and he does have a family. Wintertime is better for Andrew, so you'll see more of Andrew on the Friday night show after fall. But hopefully this Friday we'll see Andrew. And on that note, you guys have a good one. Take care. God bless.